Whoa. There's actually a face cam. I didn't expect that. Oops. Hold on, guess I'll turn that off. No real reason to see my face. Hello, everyone, and welcome. Welcome, everyone, to the daily update. Today is Tuesday, August 25th, 2015. Is that accurate? I don't even know. Yeah, today's August 25th. Sorry, very unprepared today. So, hello, everyone, and welcome to our daily update. I just want to get everyone up to speed on everything that's going on. I'm going to give you my initial thoughts so far on Until Dawn and talk about a couple other things, okay? So first of all, yeah, it's now been over a week since my ability to live stream was suspended on YouTube for completely bullshit copyright issues that are in the process of being resumed. From what I'm to understand, Machinima had a conference call, or was supposed to have a call today with YouTube to talk about these issues. I have not heard back from them yet. That was supposedly around an hour ago, but knowing them, they probably deal with tons and tons of issues at once rather than just one specific issue on a call. So I'm hoping to hear back from Machinima later today and hear some good news. I certainly could use some good news in the realm of some kind of resolution when it comes to the bullshit that's been threatening my YouTube channels and preventing me from live streaming. I want to say thank you once again to those of you who are being very patient. I see lots of people that are kind of like, man, I really wish Phil could live stream. You know, he's playing this new game now, Until Dawn, and we wish you could see the gameplay live. Hey, I'm on the same boat as you. As you know, I loved adopting live streaming several years ago. When I did, I thought that it was a cool, different way to experience my content, and you know, I really enjoy live streaming on YouTube and, interacting and seeing stream chat reactions and stuff, and we haven't had that now for roughly a week. And it sucks, but it's life. It is what it is for now. Hopefully, we'll get everything back by next week. We'll see. Maybe by the end of next week, hopefully, everything will be back to normal, but we will see what happens, okay? But in the meantime, as you know, I am moving forward positively. I am continuing on with everything, and I want to give everyone an update in regards to what happened yesterday, so that you know what's going on, and you know exactly what to expect. So yesterday, I was planning a few things before the launch of Until Dawn, which launched around 9 p.m. Pacific time here. Okay, I figured, since it was basically the last chance for me to try to do stuff before we get into new games, that I wanted to try to finish off some of the playthroughs that I had been doing. And so I said that I was going to try to finish The Godfather and maybe even do another session of Just Cause 2. It didn't happen. What happened was I started playing The Godfather with Leanna. We were doing our co-op playthrough. And come to find out, the final 2 missions of The Godfather are longer than, like, 10 missions of the game combined. Like, not even an exaggeration or a lie here. The final 2 missions of The Godfather, you know, for the Xbox 360 are hours long. One mission is about 45 minutes long, and the final mission is about 2 hours long. Because the game makes you go on insane gauntlets, basically being a one-man army, killing the dons of every single freaking, you know, mafia group, mafia family in the New York, New Jersey area, and then going and taking over their strongholds or compounds, basically their headquarters, all by yourself. It's not like you even get like a crew of people, you know what I mean, who can help you with this. No, you can hire one person if you want, and then you have to basically take out hundreds of dudes by yourself. It's ridiculous. It's probably one of the most grinding endings and the biggest difficulty jumps I've ever seen in a video game. And I can understand why they did it. Maybe because they wanted you to really focus on the side content to level up and get, you know, the highest level abilities so that you can tackle it. And being that it is the end of the game, I can understand why there's that much of a difficulty jump. But I had no clue that this is what I was in for at the end of The Godfather. So it was funny because Leanna and I said, oh, let's do some side content. So we robbed a bank. We did a weapons upgrade. We were doing all these different things because we thought we were going to have too much time in our 3-hour session to play the game, you know, that we were going to finish it quick. So we actually started doing side content. And then with about an hour and a half left, we started doing the end game stuff. And by the time that we had finished playing, we had not even done the first half of the final mission. It was like, holy shit, I can't believe how long this is that they want you to do. And of course, it's challenging too. But you have to keep continuously trying to do it and do it and do it until you beat it. So, we had dinner, and then after dinner, originally I thought maybe we'll go back and do some Just Cause 2. But I said, you know what, instead, we'll go back, let's finish The Godfather. So, we played for about another almost 2 full hours of The Godfather, trying to do this final mission, and we took out 3 of the 4 major families. We're at the very final building of this game, and it's so fucking hard to do this. It's in the back of a giant facility guarded by literally about 40 or 50 guys. There's not ammo lying around. There's barely any health. It's just an incredible, challenging grind. And we got very close to the end of it. And when we're going, it's funny. You'll see when we finally watch the video footage, which we haven't released yet. We get to the very end of it. There's a room inside this final mansion that you're supposed to blow up. That's a complete beginner's trap. You have no idea what's inside the room. You think, oh, maybe there's health or something in here. You open the room, and there's 3 fucking guys in the room who are instantly alerted to your presence, all of which shoot at you at the same time, instantly executing you. You can skip the room, but if you don't know the room is there, you will die the first time you enter the room. It's complete horseshit, and like I said, again, massive difficulty spike, massive, grind to beat this game. And it is annoying, quite honestly, because we enjoyed the playthrough up to this point, and after playing this final mission for some 3+ hours, we're like, enough is enough, and we just ran out of time. It was already 8:30, Until Dawn was going to be released at 9 p.m. We had played The Godfather for over 5 fucking hours, thinking we were going to beat it in like 2, and we were like, enough. So, we didn't get to beat The Godfather yesterday like we thought we were going to because of this insanely badly designed final mission, in my opinion. And, it is what it is. So now we've got a session of Godfather videos we have not yet uploaded. So that's going to be uploaded at some point this week, maybe later this week, when I know that we're going to be busy doing other stuff. Because keep in mind, later this week, Leanna's birthday is this coming Saturday, and we're going to be celebrating in Seattle that day. We'll be going all around Seattle, doing fun stuff and filming vlogs and stuff. And so, because we'll be doing that, there's not going to be any gameplay. So maybe that'll be the day that I'll upload all the stuff that I didn't get a chance to upload yet. Like, I got 3 Just Cause 2 videos, and I've got this Godfather footage now. And as for the actual conclusion of The Godfather, it's going to happen. We're not going to ditch it. But it's not going to happen, anytime in the next few days, because I'm going to be busy with Until Dawn, This is a game that's the first major release of the big fall gaming season. I've basically cleared my schedule to play it this week. I'm very excited to check it out this week. And, I'm going to give you my thoughts on it in a moment here. But that's my focus for Tuesday and Wednesday this week, Until Dawn. Thursday will be Ask the King, and maybe more Until Dawn. Friday, I'm only doing 1 gameplay session, because we need to go out and do errands and stuff that day, because typically we do that on a Saturday, but this Saturday, as I said, we'll be in Seattle. So, that's the schedule for this week, is Until Dawn, the major focus of the week, with Ask the King on Thursday, and we'll see, we'll see near the end of the week, how far I've gotten in Until Dawn. Did I beat it? If I did beat it, did I replay? Because I do want to replay. I could already tell you. I guess I'll get into this now. After playing Until Dawn for about 2 hours last night, already I want to go back and do the alternate choices from what I chose and see how it affects the game, because the game is telling you there's butterfly effect, and there's like a large number of different possibilities that can happen depending on your choices. So, I've only made like 3 major choices, but I made some minor choices as well. And you can actually see when you look at the characters that you're playing as, their different character traits and their relationships with the other characters, how they change. And I'm curious to see what happens if I make one choice or another choice, etc. So, I already can tell you, I definitely want to do a second playthrough of Until Dawn. It definitely lends itself to multiple playthroughs to check out the different scenarios and see what's going to happen. So, I want to say thank you to those of you who did check out the videos last night when they went live. I know a lot of you, that was late and you're going to be checking them out today. And I appreciate that. My initial thoughts on Until Dawn, only being 2 hours in. It's a weird game, and what I mean by that, it's like nothing I've ever played before. It kind of reminds me of a choose-your-own-adventure book. When I was a kid, and I don't know if they still have these books, they had these books, they were called Choose Your Own Adventure. And it would be a book where you'd read for like maybe a couple chapters, and then all of a sudden there'd be choices. Choices in the book based off of, you know, what you want to do. So you say, do you want to go left or right? Okay, I want to go left. It'll say, okay, then flip to page 20. And you flip to page 20, and it would have this outcome based off of you going left. If you had chosen right, it would say flip to page 22. And you flip there, and then it would be a different outcome based on that. And some books, because they were horror-oriented, will be like, well, you turned, you fell down a pit, you died, the end. You fucked up. And then you would be like, oh, shit, well, that sucks. So now you have to go back and, you know, make the other choice and see what happens. That seems to be what this game is. Pair that in with typical kind of really cheesy horror movie-like characters, like really just superficial, very annoying, drama-esque, douchebaggy teenage characters that would be typically in a horror movie. You know what I mean? Very cliche, you know, humor and immature kind of stuff, but that's exactly what you would expect from, like, a horror movie that's very quintessential, very in that genre. You know what I mean? Like, that is the formula for a successful horror movie, is to have those kinds of vapid, superficial characters who have drama with each other, who make stupid decisions, right? And I'm liking that. It really has a vibe of, this is going to be like a 10-hour-long interactive horror movie that has replayability because you want to try it again after you beat it and see, oh, if I'd done this instead of this, right? How many times in a horror movie, right? You say, you're screaming at the screen, you say, no, do this, pick up the knife, don't go upstairs, go to the car. You're trying to, you know, tell the person what to do, because they're so stupid, they always make the dumbest decisions in horror movies. It seems like in this game, you could either make the cliched decision and make them do the stupid thing, or you can make them do something that makes them more intelligent and see how it pans out, and it might even be a little different depending on, you know, how well you did that. Now, the other thing that I want to say about the game, something that I'm finding pretty cheesy, and I want to call this out too. Certainly, if you didn't watch the videos yet, there's only 6 videos so far, 2 hours of gameplay, but if you haven't seen the videos yet, this will be a minor spoiler. It's not too much of a huge spoiler, but it's a minor spoiler. There's these different small, short segments in the game where you're sitting with a doctor, and you're not even sure who you are, and you're picking out answers to questions. So say, what scares you more, a snake or a scarecrow? And you have to pick. And it's like a series of questions, and I think what it is, it's going to determine what kind of scares actually happen during the course of the game. So, for example, I said that I thought a dog was more scary than a rainstorm, and so the game put a jump scare dog into the game. And it made no logical sense at all. It was locked inside of a cupboard in a bathroom. If a dog was locked inside of a cupboard in a bathroom, it would not survive. It would be dead. It would be, you know, starved or dehydrated. It makes no fucking sense at all. And then later on, the dog shows up again, and everyone laughs like it's funny. It's like, there's like a rabid demon dog in this game, and no one's even addressing it like it's anything real. Like, they're all laughing like it's a joke. And then at one point, I had said there was a scarecrows scare me. Scarecrows don't really scare me, but it was just really silly question, so I was just picking stuff. And then there's a jump scare where you're looking through a telescope, and a scarecrow jumps up in front of the telescope, which makes no sense, because then you look, and it's not there. So it's just like a momentary jump scare to scare you, and then it's gone. It has nothing to do with the story. So I find it cheesy that they implemented these generic jump scares that have nothing whatsoever to do with the plot or anything in the game, just to try to get a rise out of you. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the screamers on the internet, where you're doing something, right? You're doing something on the internet, and all of a sudden it turns into the face from The Exorcist, the girl, and it goes, ah, screams, and you try to get a cheap jump scare out of you. It's completely unrelated. It's just there to be stupid. And that's kind of what these are in the game. They put them in the game to be kind of silly. And, you know, it's funny. If you have a good sense of humor, you laugh. I laughed at them. I thought it was funny, but I was like, that's really cheesy, but it's funny. Someone else might be like, well, that's really, like, you know, B-movie bad. Like, what the hell, man? That's not even scary. It's just stupid. It's startling, and it has nothing to do with the game. So I'm curious to see how further that's going to be implemented as we progress in the game here, and how many more of those there will be. I'm certainly hoping that there's actually going to be legit scares and horror versus just silly, unrelated jump scares to anything going on in the plot of the game. But I guess we'll see. If that really... It's funny, I'll be honest, the scariest part of the game so far, the title screen made this really loud noise when the logo jumped on it. And then as I was playing Leanna, my girlfriend opened the door to my office because she wanted to check in and see what was going on. And she scared me, because I didn't see her at first. She scared me more than the game has yet. So... we'll see what happens. I'm curious. Today I'm going to be playing this game all day. So probably around 5 more hours, if not more, of gameplay, because I mean, I'll be honest, I liked it. It's silly, it's cheesy, it's cliche, but I've never played a game like this before. I actually feel like I'm doing something new and fresh and original when I'm playing Until Dawn, which how often can you say that in this day and age, that, wow, I feel like I'm playing a fresh and original kind of game. I almost never feel that way because everything today is very kind of cliche and falls into a certain genre. It's a first-person shooter, so you know what to expect. It's a third-person shooter, you know what to expect. It's a platformer, you know, it's an RPG. You know exactly what the formulas are. This game doesn't seem to have that formula kind of aspect to it yet. We'll see as we progress in the game, you know, what else we find. But, and there certainly is formulaic things, like you've got, oh, I found a picture, it's part of the day, oh, I found a news article, read it, you know, that's how you're fleshing out the story, is the things that you find, the collectibles in the game, and that's always typical for a horror-style game. You always have the collectibles, right? Audio logs and stuff like that. But I'm curious to see what else happens. And like I said, let's say that by the end of today I beat it, or maybe early tomorrow I beat it. I am going to do, at the very least, I want to do a second playthrough of the game, making alternate choices, and seeing how it veers apart from my original playthrough, okay? So we'll see what happens. And I want to say, again, thank you to those of you who did check out the videos last night. If you haven't, certainly do. It's something very refreshing and different and fun, and I'm liking it so far. So I certainly hope that when you get a chance to watch the videos this week that you'll like it too. This is the kind of playthrough, you know, that when you're watching it, you want to snuggle up in like a dark room with a cup of cocoa, or, you know, it's still summer, so probably you won't want a cup of cocoa, but you know what I'm saying. You kind of want to get ready, like you're watching a horror movie. That's what it kind of is. You want to kind of create that ambiance, right? Of course, I can't do that. I'm playing it in the middle of the day. It's sunny, so it's like, there's nothing I can really do there, but... you know, it's been fun. And I will say this too, last night I did have a drink while I was playing, and I had fun doing that, but I'm not going to be doing that for the rest of the playthrough. I don't drink during the day. I'm not an alcoholic, and I'm not going to be drinking, you know, during the daytime when I'm playing this game when I have other things to do. And quite honestly, I've cut down on my drinking massively. I don't really drink that much anymore. So, you know, I had a drink last night. I probably won't have a drink till the end of this week if I even have one. So, that's kind of the deal. You know, that was just for the first session. I will still be doing face cam and everything for the rest of the playthrough, but no more drinking. Okay? And it's one final thing I'll say about the game. People are saying that watching this playthrough is certainly giving them vibes back to my old stuff. That, because we have, you know, no internet, no internet. What am I talking about? Because we have no live streaming. Because I don't have a stream chat that's distracting me, and I'm constantly looking to see what people are saying or reacting. People are saying it seems like I'm paying much more attention to the game. They're saying the commentary's good. You know, okay, fair enough. I don't know. I'm playing the game, and I'm just reacting to it and having fun. So I couldn't tell you the quality of the commentary or the quality of anything, if it's better or worse than anything I've done previously. I'm just having fun with the game like I always do, you know? It's funny because people say, this is the best thing Phil's ever done. Phil did this and this sucked. And I'm like, I didn't, you know, measure or notice any difference between any of the projects that I've done. I always try to put the same amount of effort and, you know, the same amount of fun into the games that I play. It just maybe so happens that because this game is more narrative, you know, and more choice and story based, and it has a lot of improv, reactionary commentary style stuff that you can do, that it makes a lot more sense, and it's a better style playthrough for me. So if you like the playthrough, thank you. Spread the word. Hopefully more people will check it out. I'm sure there's 5 zillion people playing this game, but, you know, let them know that I'm playing it. This is, you know, one of my favorite styles of playthrough that I like to do, and I hope that you've enjoyed it, and I hope that people will enjoy it over the course of this week. Alright, so, if I have any updates from Machinima during the course of today or tomorrow or whatever, I will let you know, okay? I'm not going to keep anything in the dark. Obviously, if there's good news or whatever, I'll let everyone know. I certainly would hope that there's good news, but who knows what's going to happen, right? And the only other final thing that I'll say, ladies and gentlemen, is that we now have less than a week until the end of August. Yeah, it's less than a week now, if you can believe it. Monday of next week is the final day of August, which means it is the final countdown for you to pledge to my Patreon for the month of August, okay? So first of all, I just want to let everyone know that July patrons currently are now voting on what the next best and worst of DSP Classics montage series is going to be. And I believe right now, currently, it's a tie between Alan Wake and the Grand Theft Auto 5 online gameplay that I did with people a few years ago. I remember back in late 2013 when GTA Online actually launched, I did some gameplay of Grand Theft Auto Online, and I never really did anything with it because I didn't think it was good enough to do. Like, I was going to originally do a Suicide Kings video, and I didn't think there was enough there to do a Suicide Kings video, but there was some interesting stuff, some funny stuff, some explosions and stuff that I could probably do one or two interesting montage videos of. So those are ones that are winning, but there's also Xbox Live indie games, Ouya indie games, Ghostbusters the video game, and there's one other one. It's eluding me right now. It's like at the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember what it is. But yeah, the July patrons, people who pledged in July to my Patreon, are voting right now. That'll end at the end of this week, okay? And so I'll get to work on that sometime in September. But if you want to become a August patron, check out patreon.com/DarksidePhil. And, you know, you can get all kinds of cool perks for your pledges. I'm not going to go into detail about that. I'm sure you know all about the perks, like getting your question answered on Ask the King, and t-shirts, and private Q&A videos, and getting text or verbal shout-outs, and all that stuff. That's all great stuff. But, in particular, this month, for people who pledge $5 or more, you're going to be able to nominate and vote on indie games that I'm going to be playing in a mini marathon at the end of September. And this is incredibly, you know, interesting because the last time I did indie games, I played games such as Papers, Please, and Hotline Miami, and people were like, man, we really like that. We want to see Phil continue those. But, you know, I've only been playing indie games in a marathon kind of setting. I don't take time out from my mainstream schedule here. Especially now near the end of the year, there's no way I'll be able to do that. Except if I take like a single day out to do a mini marathon. So you get to vote and nominate, or nominate and vote on what games you want to see me play at the end of September. And it could be new indie games I haven't played yet, or it could be the return of other ones like Binding of Isaac, To the Moon, stuff like that. I'm interested to see what you nominate and pick for me to play at the end of September. And FYI, next month in September, patrons are going to have a really cool thing for the month of October. I don't want to spoil that yet, but I think that's going to be an incredibly interesting month for people who want to pledge. It might be the month to pledge, but I want to say thank you to all of you who have pledged already in the month of August. Many have, and you know, I know some people have been saying, well, Phil, you know, you lost your ability to live stream, and that sucks, and false copyright strikes and abusing the DMCA system on YouTube is ridiculous. You know, so we want to support you. How can we support you? Well, just watching my videos is number one. Just watching the videos, you know, being positive, socially active, either on Twitter, you know, giving a video a like if you actually like it, leaving a comment on a video. That's the kind of stuff you could do to support me, okay? Spreading the word about my videos. If you want to go above and beyond, that's when the Patreon comes into mind, because obviously you're financially contributing a little bit through your pledge, but understand that you get something cool back, and you're aiding me to improve my content. And right now, I can tell you, if Patreon goes through for the month of August as it is, I'm going to have several $100s extra in excess of the goal that I had set that's going to go towards getting a new camera, which I would like to hopefully do by the end of this year. It would be very nice if, say, by the end of 2015, I could buy this new camera, and I could start messing with it in early 2016 for vlog series and stuff like that that I've wanted to do. Right now, I really don't have a camera that I could film with. My camera right now is a really crappy Panasonic that's a low quality, it's very blurry, doesn't look good. And the other camera is a Sony, the Sony that I used for years to record all my gameplay footage before I went to direct capture, and it's on its last legs. It won't even make a video longer than 10 minutes because it's all old and worn out and fucked up. So that's why I'm looking to get a camera, and, you know, again, if the pledges do go through this month for what they're saying, I'm going to raise a lot of money towards this camera, and that's an awesome thing, because I've been waiting, trying to raise funds for this camera since freaking May. It's been pretty slow going. So, thank you to those of you who have pledged. I appreciate it. Again, patreon.com/DarksidePhil. If you do want to help out with everything going on and contribute to the ongoing success of, you know, my videos on the internet. Okay? That's it, everyone, for the daily update. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm about to jump into Until Dawn here for a few hours. Then have a dinner break, and then I'm going to play some more. So today's a marathon of Until Dawn. You'll see videos uploading to DSPGaming over the course of the day. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And thanks for watching. That is it. Let's end this sucker, and let's start with Until Dawn. Peace out.